Welcome to the 2020 video training series for payroll. In today's video, we're going to focus on the notes payable component of the employee contract. That is in place to allow us to give our employees loans and then deduct a payment for those loans on a paycheck. So let's get that set up on an employee and show you how it works. First thing we need to do is we need to look at the employee's contract. So we're going to go to 2020 and click on Human Resources and click on the menu for payroll at the top and then click Employment Contracts. So we need to make a modification to this employment contract here for administrator. So if you remember, an employment contract is where we're defining all the ways that this employee is going to get paid and all the deductions that are going to compute on their paycheck. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, and here we're going to focus today on this Notes Payable tab. So I'm going to select it and I'm going to add in a new loan. I'm going to click Add an Item. I'm going to type in the employee we're dealing with, admin, and I'm going to select the type of loan that we're going to be offering this employee. There's a number of different options here and we can create as many as you need. However, today we'll just focus on the generic employee loan. On the Activities tab is where we're going to define the different distributions that this loan involves. So we'll create Add an Item. We'll select the date, today's date, and we'll say this loan is for a new car. This employee has asked us to give him the money for a new car, $25,000 vehicle, and when we click off, it's going to update the amount of this loan. Now he has a balance of $25,000, and we're going to require that he pay $150 per paycheck for that. Now, the way that we've set up this loan here is you could actually come in and click Add a New Item, and you could add new amounts to this loan. So we'll say purchase a new phone, and that was $750. Clicking off of that will now update the amount of this loan and the balance of this loan. We could also change the minimum deduction on his paycheck. Let's save and close this and save the employee record. So in order to see how this is being impacted, we need to process payroll for this particular employee. So we're going to do that by going to Payroll, clicking Employee Payslips, and creating a new payslip for this employee. So we'll select the employee administrator, select the pay period that we're going to be paying him for, let it pre-fill with all of the details, and we're going to scroll down to the additions and deductions section of this payslip and look for the employee loan. So again, this is showing everything that is being added and deducted from this particular paycheck. And you can see that we have a new line on here now for the employee loan, which is $150. Let's put in some time or some revenue so that we can be sure to have something to deduct from. We'll put in salary of 40 hours this week. And scrolling to the top, we're going to hit Compute, which will calculate all the calculations here. And you can see those if you click on the payslip calculations, everything that has been calculated. More importantly, we need to process this. So I'm going to process this and validate this payroll. Now let's go back to their employee contract and take a look at how it was impacted. So there's a couple of ways that we could do that. We could do as we did in the beginning, go to employee contracts, or I could simply click the hyperlink on this payslip, which is what I'm going to do in this case. So let's take a look at the Notes Payable tab. Here we can see that now we have an employee loan that is originally $25,750. We're deducting $150. So now we have a new balance of $25,600. If we were to click on this employee loan, we can see all the distributions and activities here. And the payments, we're now going to be able to see the payment that was processed from this payslip onto this loan. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Let us know if you have any questions or any ways that we can improve this process. And as usual, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get all notifications for future videos and training that is available.